Today's opening is 275 in your hymnal, so please open your hymnal and sing with us, Amazing Grace. Jett show, we prefer to have Amazing Grace with a disco beat.
Yes.
So now we're going to sing the first verse over it again and then repeat it, the first verse.
So join us at home, won't you?
Amazing Grace, how sweet, the sound that saves a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. Come on, everybody sing! Oh, Amazing Grace! Oh, yes, how sweet! How sweet that sound!
That sound.
That saved a wretch like you and you and you and me. I was lost.
Just lost.
Oh, but now I'm found. Oh, I was lost and now I'm found. I was blind. Now I have 20/20 because I see. But now I see.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Parsley, sage, rosemary, garlic, buttermilk, and time for the Jackie Jett show. We'll be right back after this.
What's for dinner?
I don't know. How about a surprise?
Not a surprise.
Now, it wouldn't be a surprise if I told you.
Okay, be right home.
Okay, see you soon. Bye. Hi. Is this free-range poodle?
Yes, ma'am. 100% free-range poodle. Never caged. Have a bite.
Oh. Okay, thanks.
Honey, this sure is great. What is it?
It's free-range poodle from Fred's Meat Market. He has the best in town.
Mom, can't we just have hot dogs for lunch tomorrow?
Sure, dear.
Dog, it's what's for dinner.
Brought to you by the National Dog Meat Council.
Hey, and welcome back. That was really, really, really amazing. And I'll tell you something else amazing, is tonight we are thrilled to have our next guest, because our next guest is commander of the intergalactic Klingon Empire. That's a really huge honor. Please give a warm intergalactic welcome to Mr. Victor Manuel. Okay, so here's the scoop. First of all, he's from the Klingon, intergalactic Klingon Empire. Is that correct?
That is
but
correct.
you're also a member of the Klingon Assault Group.
Correct.
Tell us a bit about the Assault Group.
The Klingon Assault Group is the parent organization. They run charity parts. Mostly it's a great excuse to dress up as a Klingon, beat each other up, and have a lot of fun doing it.
Ooh, yeah, love that. Gotta love that.
Oh yeah, we do charity parts for local charities. We also go to Star Trek and other types of conventions, hold tournaments with batleths and other non-lethal but weapons.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, is part of your charity events to beat up other people? Is that a fundraising, the way you fundraise?
Although that's not a bad idea. We could
to
do
beat
like
up
a
other people? No?
last man standing for Jerry's children kind of thing.
Well, tell me, what is this that you've got going on right here? Because I thought I had seen every sex toy in the book, but evidently I haven't seen this one. What is this one about?
This is a batleth.
A batleth.
The Klingon blade of honor.
A batleth. I should have known that.
It is actually a weapon.
Okay.
And it is used like so.
Uh-huh.
I won't kill you.
Please don't. Although, no, never mind.
Next time.
Okay.
The Klingon blade of honor is one of the main weapons of the Klingon persona. We have tournaments using these, although we use a mock version. We pad them like, for instance, this mechlith.
Mechlith.
That's basically a dagger. Just a short dagger. That's the word for it.
Mechlith.
Mechlith.
Teach me something else in Klingon.
Here's one I think you would really enjoy.
Okay. But it's probably best that I not ask right now what that means.
Probably.
Okay, you can tell me later. Well, and this is a mechla, and this, I just want to play with this because this looks like it could be on one of my outfits sometime, in some way. This is again called a
batleth.
Batleth.
Very good.
Why is it that when you speak Klingon that it's done in such a forceful, macho kind of a way?
We are a forceful, macho kind of people.
Now, this may be a really silly question, and you can slap me across my face if it is. Can a woman be a Klingon?
Of course.
Of course.
There are many female Klingons in the Intergalactic Klingon Empire and in CAG.
In CAG?
The Klingon Assault Group.
Okay. And their hair, do they wear their hair very similar to this?
Much like mine, but not without the fancy braids.
Ooh. I like those braids, actually.
Thank you.
So, the Klingon Institute, get this, ladies and germicides, the Klingon Institute translated Hamlet. As if Hamlet weren't difficult enough already, they translated it into Klingon. So now you can get a version of Hamlet in Klingon. And what Paul and I are really going to try to do is get a copy of this work, and we would like to perform it here as part of the Jackie Jett show, and think it would be really, and maybe we'll have you back and you can play, I don't know. I would be honored. Would you?
Back. Yes.
Would you be, what about Macbeth?
They have, I was going to mention that they have also translated Macbeth. It is called the Shakespeare Restoration Project is the full name of it. Several linguists from the Klingon Language Institute are translating, have finished translating Hamlet, which you can actually purchase by pocket books. It's in paperback form. You can actually go to your local bookstore. You humans out there in the audience can actually go out and find Hamlet in the original Klingon.
Do you think that they'll ever do that with the Beverly Hillbillies?
I hope not.
Because I think that would be the most fascinating thing of all. A Klingon version of it. But I mean, if they've done Hamlet and they've done Macbeth,
Right.
what
Then
is Beverly Hillbillies would
is just-
seem
yeah, right.
a logical progression somewhere in there.
The most interesting one I would imagine, is the Klingon Bible translation project. They've actually succeeded in finishing Genesis and part of the Kings.
Don't you think that they're definitely fooling around with going to hell for doing that?
I would say certainly.
Yeah.
Actually, most interesting for any theologists out there, not only have they started translating the Bible into Klingon, they've also had a disagreement over how to translate the Bible into Klingon. And so you actually now have, there currently exist 2 different versions of the Bible in Klingon.
Well, we're getting ready to wrap things up here, but before we do, I know you said that you know a little Klingon lullaby.
Oh yes, the lullaby I sing to my beloved son.
To your son. Now,
yes.
he sings this to his son, so
yes.
I'm going to pretend like I'm your son, okay?
Sure, Jackie. Koi keles puklod, koi puk beth pu, yapo mapo jeshui, se mok chube u, mashu madong e makshok ju, ne beye mashok wa, ko, bat machel bet eljok vis bat umedi me karak batutak tu mekbelo meshu tak, ma oj. Ah! Sleep!
You know, you should, when your child is in therapy, would you give me a call? Because I want to help you out and financially if I can with that. We're going to go to a break. Listen, you know, I've talked to you guys about taking rugs. Now I want to talk to you about taking drugs, specifically LSD. So here we go. Watch this. This is what happens.
I first dropped acid when I was 18. I was over at these people's house one night. This guy I went to school with was over there and asked me if I wanted to try some acid. I had read about it in the newspapers and heard a few friends talk about it, so I was curious. I was pretty jacked up on marijuana, so I decided to try it, and I dropped it. I don't know what I was waiting for, a flash or a rush or whatever, but I kept sitting there waiting, and nothing was happening. So I got up and then went to the dresser and put on a pair of pink capris and a green and brown blouse. I thought the colors were beautiful. So we tripped down to Market Street, and I decided to buy a hot dog. I was very hungry, and I had put mustard and ketchup and relish in the usual, and I put the hot dog up to my mouth, and somebody started screaming. I didn't know what was happening, so I looked up at my friend Terry and said, "Did you hear that? Didn't you hear someone scream?" He said no. I got the hot dog up to my mouth again, and I was ready to bite, and the scream got louder. And it hit me. No, it couldn't be. And I looked down at the hot dog, and there was a face on him. Eyes, nose, a mouth. I had put the ketchup to where it looked like his hair. And he started telling me that I couldn't eat him. That he had a wife and 7 kids at home to support. And I stood there with this hot dog and asked Terry, "Do you know this hot dog is talking to me?" And he says, "Nah, let's get out of here." He thought I was just faking. And I told him, "Look at the thing, he's got a face, and he's screaming." And the guy finally looked over, and he got on the same trip that I was on. And we sat there carrying on a conversation with that hot dog. Finally, I decided I was just hallucinating, so I put it in my mouth and bit down. scream so loud that you could hear it all over town, so I had to throw it on the ground and step on it. And I was jumping on this hot dog in the middle of Market Street. I realized that I had murdered it. And I took off screaming down the street, scared.
The hot dog was so scary. But something even scarier is here on the Jackie Jett Show. We now have positive proof that an alien has landed. An alien has landed. It has come through DCTV. It is here in our studio tonight. Please give a warm Jackie Jett welcome to Alice the Alien.
My name is Tracy Shook. This is my little partner, this is Alice. You ready to talk to people here tonight, Alice? It's our turn. I think we need to run and duck for cover. You think we need to run and duck for cover? That is correct. Well, Alice, why do you think we need to run and duck for cover? Didn't you hear what that man just said? He said the aliens have landed. That's right, the aliens have landed. Then we need to run and duck for cover. Alice, or do the aliens landed before we got here? Did you hear it on the radio? No, it's pretty obvious the aliens landed. Al, do you know that? Alice, all a person do is look around this room. You mean there's an alien out in this room? I do not see one. Alice, have a spacecraft over my backyard. Wait a minute. That belongs to me. Are you trying to tell me I am the alien they are talking about? That's right, I am. Oh, I forgot. That is just because this is not my planet. If all you humans went to my planet, all of you would all be aliens from another planet. Or what planet you from anyway? What am I from? I am from the planet of Camille. The planet of Camille. Which means I am a chameleon. And I just got in from a space trip today. Oh, you did? Zuda, zuda. Zuda, zuda. That is space alien talk for yes. Well, do you have any tips for these people here? These people here? Yeah, in case they might take a trip to another planet sometime. That is easy. All they got to do is get on R.L. Thornton Freeway. R.L. Thornton Freeway. Exit off Fair Park exit. Then go to Elm Street and walk around. That's Deep Ellum. Zuda, zuda. Alice, what in the world is going to Deep Ellum have to do with going to another planet? Well, we go Deep Ellum. You are still here on Earth, but you definitely are in another world. That's true. Deep Ellum is the only place in the whole city of Dallas you actually see more tattoo parlors than you do Baptist churches. One on every corner. Well, where's your planet? My planet? My planet is 6 zillion miles away from here. 6 zillion miles away from here? Well, give or take a million. Nope. Gosh, I bet it takes forever to get there. No. It does not. It doesn't. Nope. Once you're out of Earth's atmosphere, you zip right along speed of light. Nope. And you're there in a flash. Oh, you are. Zuda, zuda. A lot easier than trying to drive on Central Expressway. That's probably true. And you sure can tell the difference when you're here on Earth and when you're traveling through outer space. Oh, you can't. Zuda, zuda. And how's that? Well, when you're traveling through outer space, there is no air in outer space. When you were here on Earth, there are plenty of space cadets with plenty of air inside their heads. Oh, is that so? Zuda, zuda. I think they agree. And I went to a restaurant to try some of your Earth food out. I went to the restroom. I saw a sign. It said, employees must wash hands. I waited 30 minutes for employee to come in and wash my hands, and one never did.
Over here, bring that Alice over here and sit down. I want to tell you, that is some pretty heavy-duty ventriloquism, if that's a right word. You know, I never saw your mouth move, and I don't know how you do that. How you...
I got a good dummy here.
See, who's the dummy, right? And I also thought that was really heavy when you were talking about if we were to go to where Alice is from, we would be aliens. And I think that there's something did you mean that to be so heavy that, you know, we could all be an alien if we were just not in our own environment? Is that the point you were trying to get across?
That is correct.
Huh. Well, do you have other characters, Tracy, that you work with? And who are they?
I have Freddie, and he's little boy. He's a little wise guy, Troop. Yep. And have a parrot, Punchy the parrot. Yep. She's always wants a beer. And have an armadillo. His name's Arby. He's a country boy from East Texas. Yep.
Wow.
We have a little variety here. Yep.
And where do you perform with Alice?
Anywhere they'll let us.
Would it be okay if I gave Alice a little kiss on his forehead?
Sure. Yep.
I've never kissed an alien before. Well, actually I have, but just not one from outer space. The thing about him, though, is do we know how old he is?
I am 129 years old.
Oh, my God.
That's young for my planet.
That's even older than Paul Watts.
My planet, we live to be 300 and 400 years old. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. How did you decide to become a ventriloquist, Tracy?
My curiosity just got me into it.
How long have you been doing it?
Oh, about 22 years.
22 years?
Yep.
Is that how you got the whole thing down, where you can't see your mouth moving when you're doing the thing?
Somewhere along there. You know, when you got an alien right next to you, your mouth's going to move anyway. Too scared to.
Right. Right. Can you do that thing, you know, like I've seen before, where you can drink something and then make the alien talk at the same time? Can you do that?
Every once in a while. Yep. I'm going to give it a trial if he can or not. Yep.
Do you want to try it from here with my little tiddlywink thing? Try it.
You hum while I drink.
Okay. That is absolutely amazing. Amazing. That is incredible.
I don't know if I'm dummy here or not.
Tracy, are you letting your hair grow out?
Oh, it's getting there.
Yeah, because I'm doing the same thing. I'm trying to let this grow out, and it's just kind of going every which way. I think you're having the same problems I am.
Nobody on my planet has any hair. Yep.
No, he doesn't, does he?
You can't make a living being a barber on my planet. Yep.
Because there's no one with any hair. You just come up with these left, right. It's so funny. So where would you like to go with your ventriloquisms? Something tells me that wasn't right at all. Was it? Let's try it again. Let's take two. Tracy, where would you like to go with your ventriloquisms?
Anywhere.
It was much better.
Anywhere to get with it. I come from another planet with it. Yep. He stays here on Earth.
Yep.
As far as we can get, I guess. As far as we can get.
Well, I think that you should. I think you definitely need to keep the other characters, because I think about 30 minutes of this guy is about all someone could stand, because that voice would get a little annoying after a while, as people tell me all the time mine does. But yet, I do a host show, so maybe you should have him do his own show. I do want to ask you this before we close, though, because this, I think, is something I always think about when I think of dummies, and is that Twilight Zone episode where this dummy came to life and then killed its owner. Do you remember that, Twilight Zone? Everyone's seen that Twilight Zone. Do you ever have a fear that Alice might wake up in the middle of the night and come at you with a sword or something?
No, I don't need to kill any humans. No, y'all do a good enough job of yourselves.
Now, you told me also that you had a dummy that ran for president. Is that the one that won?
Huh? It's the bird.
Huh?
It's a parrot.
Oh, it's a parrot.
She wants to run for president.
Well, I think on that note, it's time to wrap things up. I want to thank our guests. I want to thank Alice for coming all the way down from outer space to visit with us. I want to thank Tracy Shook for bringing Aylis. And I want to thank Paul Watts, and I want to thank Edna Jean, and I want to thank Victor Manuel. And send out those love vibes to this crew, because this crew is rocking. This crew is where it's at. This crew is going places. So check with us next week, because next week we're doing a video short show. And remember to email me if you have some shorts that you want me to see. We saw some amazing shorts tonight, I thought. But if you've got another type of short, send those to me, because I'll look at those. And come back and see us again. Fridays at 10:30 in Dallas, and Fridays at 10:30 in Los Angeles, and Saturdays 11:30 San Francisco, and I can't remember all these places. But we do want to send out a special love vibe to our fans in La Puente Hills, because we understand that we're really big in La Puente Hills, and they're putting us on the internet now. So, love vibes, peace vibes to La Puente Hills. See you guys next week.